Very warm greetings to all. I am Dr. Ritesh Mishra. Dear student, in this video, I am going to explain you about the field theory given by Kurt Lewin. Kurt Lewin was a German psychologist and conducted so many experiments on behavior of children. He was highly influenced by Einstein, so the idea of field physics is taken by him and the name of this theory is field theory. Due to his enormous work, Levin is also considered as a father of modern social psychology. Levin was one of the first psychologists who proposed that the behavior or development of an individual is the product of the interaction between inborn disposition, we called it nature, and life expression, that is nurture. In the field theory, Levin adopted the principle of Gestalt theory. It means any situation taken by him as a whole, not in fractions. Means whenever we take any situation, we must previously analyze it in a whole, then in fractions. He also presented behavior of any person in the form of mathematical expression. That is, B is equal to function of P into E. In this formula, B denotes behavior, F is a function, and P is a person, and E is environment where person interacts. So, according to Levin, person behavior is the function of person who is interacting in his environment. Dear student, this is the diagram of Levin field theory. Field is a psychological concept and this field consists of a person and his psychological environment. In this, Levin also explained the behavior of any person in the terms of life space. So first we must learn about the life space. Life space is also called psychological field. It is a reality of person, means person itself and his or her surroundings where they move, think, perceive the things. It means the physical and social environment of person in which he or she interacts. Means to study the person behavior, we have to study about his life space. In total, we can say life space determine the person behavior in any point. Life space includes both the things of which he is conscious and also include all those objects which exist but of which person is not aware. I mean to say, conscious things or objects always influence the person even when he or she is unconscious. But existence of unconscious object in person life space does not influences him, would not be a factor of his life space. But if an object does not exist, there is a no existence of the object, but of which the person thinks to be there and reacts to it, it becomes a part of his life space. For example, a child imagine or think about that there is a giant reptile in the classroom. Even it is imaginary, it is the part of his life space. In conclusion, we can say that life space includes the person, his drives, motives, beliefs, tension, thoughts, feeling, and his used physical environment. In this diagram, person P is moving towards his goal. Here goal is like an object, है ना? Goal creates positive balance, but barrier is also there, and this barrier gives him negative balance. For example, if a person is moving towards a goal of getting social recognition in village area, but to achieve it, he or she has to make some compromises. For example, he or she has to leave the urban stylish lifestyle and adopt the living of countryman or villager. So this change acts as a negative barrier coming on his path of goal achievement. One more term is also there, that is vector. Vector are the term borrowed from mathematical system. It used in mechanics to describe the resolution of forces. A vector is usually presented by an arrow and it has magnitude, direction and point of application. Vector is a kind of force which either drives the person, and when it drives the person towards goal, it is a positive and act as a driving force. But when this vector act as a restraining force, it's create anxiety, problem, so many problems. Here one thing is very important, that if a person want to achieve his or her goal, they have to oppose this restraining force. They they only achieve their goal when they come out from this restraining forces. So the 11th field theory explained that if we want to study about any person behavior towards any object, goal or situation, we have to not only study about person, but also we properly analyze and know his or her psychological field. In this diagram, one more thing is there, that is foreign hull. A foreign hull is a non-psychological boundary which surround the life space, and the topology is a non-metrical geometry which includes inside, outside and boundary. Thank you so much.